So that's all working. All right. So what we are going to do at the moment is we are going to stream the that's a weird ad. Dragonflight launch cinematic came out earlier today. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that have talked about it and had their say. But we're going to break it down a little bit. I want to talk about some things that I find really interesting. I know I've been gone a long time. Not that I had that many people watching me in the first place, but it's something I actually enjoyed doing, and I really want to do it again. I think Dragonflight's a good place to start. So here's how we're going to get started. We're going to start with the cinematic. Coming back. Let's see. Here we are. There's going to be lots of pauses while we watch this video and talking. It's a very short video. It's like it says right here, 4 minutes, 27 seconds. As you can see right here on the screen. If you look right there, over, right, bam. So yeah, just this, even just this opening scene. Look at this. They just get prettier, don't they? These actual cinematics just get prettier. But look at this dude. This freaking Tuskar's adorable. Little boat. Pretty sure this is actually part of out near when you land for Dragonflight after you do the opening quest chain and you take the boat or the Zeppelin and you go there. Which I forget the name of that zone all of a sudden. I haven't messed around with the beta some, but here we go. Nice Wildhammer Dwarf. See, I think so if you look at this Drake model here in the red and the one that was in the blue, they're the second of the is that better? You can see me. Okay. They're the second of the dragon riding mounts. The first that we get, at least as long as it doesn't change when it goes live, is a proto Drake version. But with still tons of customization. It's really cool. And there's been some rumors that the Wrath of the Lich King mount, seeing how it's the exact same skin, could be a skin choice for that dragon riding mount, which will be interesting if they do that, because they do that opens it up to other dragon riding mounts. And then this is the second one, I believe, which is a new model, but looks like the other Drakes we have, upscaled and given a little bit more fluidity. And as you can see, the color differences are so striking. The colors on the dragon riding mounts and on the upcoming Drakthir are amazing. I can't say enough about them. I just got off work, guys. But so here we go. Let's get back to this. Oh, that's what I was going to say. My reason for bringing that up with the dragon riding mounts is I think that they should have used two different types of mounts for this. Maybe it was a rigging choice, like it was less work on their end to do one mount for both rigs, or one rig for both mounts in the animation of the cinematic. But I think showing the other versions of dragon riding mounts in any of these cinematics would be dope, because all we've seen are the Drake and dragon based riding looks so far in the actual cinematic. Outside of the ones that we'll see here in just a short minute. Put water effects on that. And this, the dragon riding ability that she's using right here, actually that lets you jump higher and higher, is amazing. I love the play here of Alliance and Horde in a way that we've never seen in World of Warcraft. The only other... That is beautiful. Now, it's a little fuzzy in my shot, obviously, because I paused it. But, oh. Buzzard. You know, is it dreaming because his eyes are closed? I think. But look at all these beautiful green dragons. And then this is Razagath. The Storm Eater, I believe, is what they called him in the Legacies. But if you look at its mouth right here, I was watching the Blizzard stream today, which is the 15th of November in the year of 2022. They actually talked about the mouth, which is why I paused it the way that I did. I mean, look at this thing. Just look at it. Oh, penguin mouths are so creepy because that's what it's based on. So Zandalarian Wildhammer, I thought that was cool. Look how it's healing the land. They're gorgeous. These mounts are absolutely gorgeous. The cinematic is gorgeous. Legacies have been gorgeous. I think with Battle for Azeroth and leading that into Shadowlands was a very, very dark set of expansions coming out of Legion, which was a beautiful expansion. But oh, I guess we're not going to be talking about this. So instead what we're going to do I guess that's going to be our stream for the moment. We're going to keep talking about that. We left Legion on an impressive note with the Binding of Sargeras and Illidan's Charge. And I thought we left on a really hopeful note. You know, we stopped the Burning Legion, something we had never thought we would do. I'll admit, I thought the Legion expansion, the Fighting of Sargeras, would be the end of World of Warcraft. And obviously that was before discussions of the first ones and finding a pantheon of death, meaning that there must be pantheons of light, pantheons of life, pantheons of order, titans. And it was all really, really solid and interesting. And I thought Shadowlands ended so well that we knew we needed to heal the sword, which we still haven't messed with, which is probably safer stuck in the moment. But then Battle for Azeroth lost a lot of people because it brought the war back that a lot of people thought they wanted. In retrospect, maybe actually wasn't what they wanted, you know, as far as that goes. Yeah, I don't know. Just so many people quit in Battle for Azeroth And I'm not sure if that says more about World of Warcraft or us, because I played through Battle for Azeroth. I didn't get a lot of end game content because all my friends quit, so I was trying to bummed out a bit on that one for end game. But the story kept me going the whole time, and I came back for final patches. I didn't come back for final patches. I didn't end up doing any of the stuff for Nyalotha, which I need to go back and do at some point just to experience. But there seemed to be a lot of people that were really personally hurt by the failings of Activision Blizzard leading into Shadowlands and COVID. And a lot of people realized that an MMO truly isn't what they want to do anymore. Especially people my age, people that started in their 20s, or in high school when the World of Warcraft official launched. And see, World of Warcraft was such a mind-blowing phenomenon in many ways that we don't talk about. Because though we had huge successes with games like EverQuest, Ultima, Star Wars Galaxies, we weren't ready for the type of experience that WoW gave us. And I remember being excited for World of Warcraft when the first early stills of it, early video of it came with the collector's edition for Frozen Throne. And I remember being super excited. I remember getting the box set. I opened it up, started playing my stuff, and I was like, I'll check out this DVD later. I pull out the DVD, and I'm like, this is amazing. There's going to be because after Warcraft 3 and after Frozen Throne, the idea of an MMO in that world was so fascinating. And they had talked about it there. They're like, we're going to be doing an MMO. It's ways off. The early models weren't much more than up-resed versions of the original Warcraft 3. Actually, I wonder if I can pull that up. Let's see. And I was genuinely super excited. And then the game was in development for a while, and we didn't hear much about it because it was a time before the true up-res of the internet, so to speak. I'm not finding the actual footage I was looking for. But I moved from up north in Alaska down to the States again at that time. Didn't have a computer. Had lost contact with a bunch of my people I gamed with all the time. No big deal. That happens, But then I was talking to my buddy, and he's like, oh my God, we're all playing World of Warcraft. And every one of them that jumped on the World of Warcraft out of the gate when it was so pretty dissed so hard on World of Warcraft when it was pre-alpha footage that we saw for Warcraft 3 on the Warcraft 3 collector's edition discs. And I was pissed. I was pissed that my friends had been playing for about 4 months. And I hadn't because I didn't have a computer, because nobody I knew was playing an MMO that I cared about. So I went and bought a computer, and I got World of Warcraft set up, and I hit literally at 6 months. Like within the week of 6 months, I started playing World of Warcraft. Just late enough that I couldn't get a collector's edition off the shelf. Not where I was at least. But it became the overarching thing until COVID, basically. Until just before COVID. That I did. My friends all played off and on, but they all played. We all loved it. We all loved the lore. We all loved talking about it. Something in Legion, despite the amazingness of that expansion, killed it for most of my friends. They lost the zest. They lost the joy that WoW should bring you if you're going to play it. Would I love my friends to come back and truly enjoy the game again? Yes. Would I be excited they don't have to play Alliance to play with them? Hell yes. But it's made it really hard coming back at the end of Legion. Or about maybe almost exactly a year before Legion ended. About a year ago I came back. And I played the first up Legion until about a year ago. Because all my friends had quit. And I had a really hard time with that. I still have a hard time with it. Because I love playing WoW. I love leveling in WoW. I love raiding, dungeoning. But I miss it being people that I talk to every day. And I'm a member of Aliek the Est. I have been for a very long time. But even there, it seems the world feels smaller than it used to when you play World of Warcraft. And not in the way it felt small in vanilla where, everybody knew your name. I mean, smaller in the fact of it's quieter place. WoW's a older game now with people that don't just sit around and chat as much as we used to. I don't know how to explain it in many ways. But the hope of Dragonflight and everything that Activision Blizzard has been going through with the lawsuits and trying to be bought out, I think Microsoft would be better for them. I think Microsoft is better for gaming in general to happen. I don't know. Not that, Microsoft is a saint. They're still another mega corporation that's trying to rule parts of our lives. We all understand that. But there's joy in people that are still interested in WoW. Real joy, not just, I don't understand what's going on with the expansion. I don't understand why they're going this route, which is what Shadowlands was from the beginning for most people. A lot of people were really hurt about Sylvanas becoming the big bad. I felt it made sense from vanilla, following her story arc, that she would eventually have to be put down. I like what they did with her in Shadowlands in the end. I think the story's been good, but it's been really dark in a time when we needed something lighter in our lives. COVID especially. We were all stuck at home and we were playing games to remember playing with other people and having joy. And Shadowlands was very dark. There was joy and there was community in WoW, because there always will be. But Shadowlands was dreary in a lot of ways that I think made it a great aesthetic expansion. It was beautiful, like I said. But where do we... that left us hopeful for more. And from what I've seen of Dragonflight, it's beautiful in the way Mists of Pandaria was. In the ways that leveling in Warlords of Draenor was. I know Warlords of Draenor, a lot of people, the content drought in Draenor was horrendous. Yes. But Warlords was beautiful. The zones were great. The story was really interesting. Maybe not so much the stuff that got us there, with Wrathion being a dumbass and the Bronze Dragonflight. But I'm really excited for this to come out. For us to experience it together with people that are hopeful for WoW. And I expect we'll get old gods. I expect we'll get some crazy stuff as the expansion goes, like we normally do, but I'm hopeful for fun and exciting, epic storytelling, but without the, oh my god, I'm going to break everything on purpose. No, it'll be more, hey, we're the enemy because we're doing this thing, and maybe we're partially right. I hope it'll be more nuanced than what we saw of the jailer. And the jailer story could have been nuanced. They tried to do it with Anduin and Sylvanas, and to a degree worked. But Zoval as a character was such a unmoving object. Of dread, but ended up coming off more like a Terminator style character that just, I am relentless, I am unending, I am unstoppable. And there wasn't we went a whole expansion dealing with a guy who wanted to make everything in the universe kneel to him to fight something else. We don't know what that other thing actually was. We got whole new lore involving Dreadlords, changes to that are great, fun and interesting and fascinating. But it was just hard to be excited about one way or the other. But I hope that we can just stay excited about the story as it evolves in Dragonflight. And we'll see. Because there's a lot there. Let's see if we can get into the beta while we keep talking. Aha. An Age of Dragons is beautiful in concept, if nothing else. My dead Drakthir. I'm really excited for Drakthir. I wanted to change mains in the same way I did for Demon Hunters. Because in Burning Crusade, I made a Paladin because I couldn't be one playing Horde. And then in Wrath, when we first started hearing about Death Knights, I was really and a hero class, we didn't know what that meant yet. I was hoping I was going to be able to turn my Paladin into a Death Knight. To have been killed by Arthas and risen as a Death Knight. And originally, that's what I did as a character for RP reasons. I made the exact same character as my Paladin. Same everything. All the same looks. All the same... yeah. And it was beautiful. It was fascinating. But then Mists, I was like, oh, yeah, I'll play a Panda. I love the Pandaren. I loved Mists. But that being said, monks are fine. They're an okay tank class. But I didn't quite do it for me the way a Death Knight or a Paladin does, or a Warrior. Because I started as a Warrior in Vanilla. I played a Warrior almost exclusively as a main the entire run of Vanilla. I didn't even have another character above 30, 40 at the time. I had a Shaman up until the point when they started switching armors and couldn't tank anymore. But I'm You're a dragon. I mean, how cool is that? Would I have rather been a dragon tank? Yeah. Would I play like a Drakthir Death Knight over any other race? Maybe. That's pretty damn. It'd be pretty damn dope. Drakthir Warrior, and I get a little frustrated, actually, at the legacy cinematics and the in-game running of them. They were designed to be an army. They were fighters, soldiers. So all of them being evokers just seems a little cloistered on Blizzard's part. I hope that changes. Maybe even with like the first or second major patch. That would be awesome. Other races being Drakthir. Okay, yeah. I get why that might be a little weird. But you could always just do something similar to Demon Hunters when it's something we attach to the other races that's like a rig of like, oh, wings and a tail pop out when they're using the moves that require a wing and a tail. Otherwise, it's all just spells, one way or the other. I don't know if I'll just end up playing my Demon Hunter because I love my Demon Hunter. And the mobility of the Demon Hunter versus the Drakthir is basically double jump and dash, or double jump and meteor drop on people, or soar. Soar is amazing. But I don't think their glide works as well without having a double jump. It's not as fun to just flip around the world as it is on my Demon Hunter. But I really want to mess with the changes of Evoker that should be hitting live and should be on the beta now, which I'll be messing with for the next 10 minutes at least to try. Do I have a body anywhere? Where'd it go? Hello, body, where are you? Oh, there you are. Stuck in a tree, really? Whee! Okay. Dragons. But I know as a streamer I have a problem that I get a little too focused on what is happening and not on what is... There it is. We're going to go up. So we're just going to soar. This is a race.
Aspect's grace shine down on you. Go with
Is that going to end well for me now? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, no. No. See if I can... Oh, that's so cool. This is the first of these I've done. That sucked. Oh. Why are they giving me... Oh, they're down here. Oh, those are my... Never mind. Being dumb. Yeah, see... Oops. I mean, this guy's fine and all, but like chicken. It's dumb. And then you go to my collections. Look at this guy. This dude's... And this is what I believe is the second one. So I'll mount up on it so you can see it a little bit. But look at this. It's a Drake. It's got a weird smirk on its face, though. Like it knows things it's not telling us. Little creeper. And then this was the Proto Drake one. This is one that, unfortunately, I don't think will be as popular as I hoped it would. Because I really like the way these models move. The ones that look more like the Pteranodons in BFA. But, you know, it looks gorgeous. Now I have it in a green because I think that's its generic color. I haven't... Oh. Ow. That's painful. Where am I going? Why am I just into mobs? Ah! This was not my plan. Ah! Make it! Okay. But, you know, that looks pretty cool. And it could be, I mean, adjustments on this thing could be amazing. But I really like... Oh, nope. That's something else. But that's cool, too. No, not what I meant to pull, though. Purple! This one, the cliffside. I don't quite know when we get this one, but it's so cool. And it's not as bulky, because the other ones, while flying, are great. Flying on a big mount is fine, other than the fact that sometimes you look like you're going a little slow. I do really appreciate that when you jump off of something now, it automatically starts to glide. Because that killed me the first couple times in the beta when it wasn't working right. Because, yeah. I just jumped right off into the void. Thinking I would fly, and nope, you just glide. But what we're actually gonna do is this one. I think it's this. Let's see how much. Oh, we'll let ourselves build up first, so we'll go kill something while we wait. Some sort of volcanic geos, and I'm not sure what I'm looking for. Dude, how is this not just fun? I want to be able to do this on my Demon Hunter so bad. That seemed to have worked funny. But yeah, see that right there is cool, but you can't get the height to use it to like jump over little cliffs and stuff as easily. These giant frogs are so cool. All right, let's go check the base game. When we do that, we're going to go ahead and stop the stream for the moment because we've just goofed off a bit.